your save the date or wedding invitation are the first things people will see. It really sets the tone for the event. Do you want to know what's new in trends right now? I'm at the stationery show. Let's take a look.
I think bold, floral, very graphic, modern stuff is what we've seen ramping up. For us, our cherry blossom imagery is huge, without a doubt. If it's blue, if it's red, if it's green, if it's brown, our cherry blossom image has just been one of our very best bridal images.
Florals are really starting to emerge again. It used to be a lot of graphic, very simple borders, dots. They're strong, but they're not as strong as they once were.
Definitely floral motifs, bleed motifs, and designs that are coming off the edge of the pattern is very nice, and it continued to be very popular for a more modern bride.
When it comes to color, almost anything goes.
The trends in wedding stationery today are more the brighter colors, the orange and the yellows and hot pinks and bright reds.
We've seen a lot of really bright tropical trends this year, a lot of fuchsia, red, bright orange, often paired with something like gray or a stone.
We're putting together some really punchy grape colors with cantaloupes and really intense yellows. So the whole palette has gone very citrusy, really fun and exciting. Almost it has a retro feel, still very vibrant, very on trend, and very unexpected.
People are really attracted to yellows at the moment. The yellow and gray invitation people have been really attracted to.
And while yellow remains hot, tangerine is popping up more and more in wedding stationery.
We're seeing so much orange this season. We're seeing much more cantaloupe and tangerine shades, a little brighter and poppier, a little less muted. We're having a lot of fun with orange this year.
But the classic black and white combination will never fade.
Black has a more classic feel. I think brown was feeling modern for a while, but brides are seeming to want to go back to an earlier time.
White and ecru are always going to be the strongest colors. Black ink on pure white paper never goes out of style.
Another trend in stationery has been around for decades, the monogram.
Using monograms or any product that we have that can be personalized for a wedding is just enormous.
Monograms are very, very strong. I don't think they'll ever go away, but what's happening today are the monograms are more than just 3 initials. A lot of them have a design around it, or people like to customize their monograms. They can put their monogram on every piece of paper that they could imagine. If we can print it, it can be on there.
It's just a lovely classic element, and I think you can also pair something a little bit funkier with a monogram and bring like sort of a classic look of a monogram into something a little more untraditional, which is kind of fun.
Couples can also set themselves apart with creative liners.
Brides are very interested in coming up with liners that match the patterns on their invitations, so we find that we're creating custom liners more.
The liners are at the center of our line. They're customizable by color and pattern. People could also print on the back of our invitations in flat pieces. That's something we're hearing that a lot of lines are doing as well this year. I think that's a trend.
But these days, invitations aren't the only paper elements. One company specializes in greeting cards for the wedding party and wedding day vendors.
We have about 27 cards in the collection, and they're Italian paper and they're letterpressed. And they basically say either, thank you for being my bridesmaid, will you be my bridesmaid? And that's how we started, and then kind of exploded, and brides keep asking for it, so every time someone asks for something, I keep making it.
We do a lot of printed menus, a lot of day of pieces, programs, place cards, table numbers, a lot of things that are used at the actual ceremony.
We offer save the dates, invitations, direction cards, accommodation cards, menus, place cards, programs.
We've done a lot of custom illustrated maps recently, and we even have the exact icon of what your location looks like. And it really personalizes the wedding and the venue. It makes it really your own.
As the green movement hits the wedding industry, it's certainly making its mark on wedding stationery.
One of the biggest trends we're seeing in wedding is eco. Everyone is very conscious about the environment, and the wonderful thing about Crane paper is that it's 100% cotton. And the wonderful thing, in addition to being friendly to the environment, cotton paper is archival. So a wedding invitation that you are printing now is going to still look as beautiful when you see it and pull it out for your 50th anniversary.
SMOC is an environmental line. We're wind powered. We donate 1% of sales to environmental charities. And all of our paper is bamboo, which we developed ourselves. It's a new paper.
We have some lines that are completely 100%, 30% post-consumer waste, and We are using soy-based inks, and we're also introducing more and more 100% cotton fibers, 100% post-consumer papers.
And while everyone wants to be different, sometimes the best way to stand out is to return to the past.
Moving forward, what we're seeing trending is going back to tradition. And that probably has a lot to do with the age of the bride becoming older and really wanting to make a statement for herself.
People are also taking more of an opportunity to really show their personality in their wedding invitations and do things that are very particular to them and really describe who they are.
People are appreciating the traditional design, but they're doing it with a twist. We're hearing from every area of the country there is a return to tradition.
Hopefully you got inspired by some of the trends you saw here today. And for more invitations and ways to word them, go to theknot.com/invites.